Hey everyone, today I'm going to take you through a back mobility session. So we're going to just work on getting some mobility and flexibility through that whole spine. Good boy, sit. Okay, so we're going to start with some exercise on the ground, do a few standing up as well. We're going to start on our hands and knees though, and work through some cat-cow. So arching up, look towards the roof, bring your belly to the ground, and then coming the other way, chin to chest, reaching your upper back towards the roof. Now what you can try in this position, so continue through this motion yourself, try to create a wave-like motion. Start in the movement with your hips, and then gradually working all the way up the spine to the head. If you haven't practiced this much, differentiating the movement between the different parts of the spine can be quite tricky. But it's great for your muscular control, great for your spinal health. Do a few more of these. Alright, we're going to come into a downward dog position. So plant your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, lifting your hips high, reach your sit bones up and back as you bring your belly towards your thighs. In this position, just walking the dog, so straight on one leg, bend the other. Continue to bring your belly towards your thighs and your hips high. Then come to a static position, slight bend in the knees, bringing your chest down to the ground, hips high, sit bones reach up and back. Hold in this position. You can gently try to straighten your legs a bit if you're able to, but make sure you keep your spine in a neutral position. Slowly coming down, drop your knees to the ground, keep your hands where they are, bring your hips back to your feet. From here, crawl your hands forward as far as you can, then crawl them to the right side, feeling a stretch through that left side body. Then come back to the left side. Back to the middle, coming up on your hands and knees, shifting forward, flat on your belly. Plant your hands beside your lower ribs and arch up. Squeeze your bum as you do this. Coming into a baby cobra. Trying to get some of the motion with your back muscles lifting you up, not just your hands doing all the work. Lowering down. Now, if that felt comfortable, we'll do the same thing. Otherwise, you can work your way up to an upward facing dog. So squeezing your glutes, coming up higher, straightening the legs. If this is uncomfortable, go back to the previous one. Slowly coming down. Come back onto your hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Reach your left hand up, put your palm on your head, reach the elbow under you as far as you can. You can even come down and touch that shoulder on the ground. and then reach that same elbow up to the roof. Coming under and down, out and up. We're going to do 5 of these on each side. Switching sides, right palm on your head, reaching the elbow under and out and up. Two left, completing 5 in total. All right, we're going to make our way onto our back. So lying on your back, gently hug your knees to your chest and add a gentle rock side to side. Now putting your feet on the ground. Sit. Sit, Chief, sit. Okay, we're going to bridge up, so lifting the hips up towards the roof. For this though, I want you to work on doing it 1 vertebrae at the time. So to start with, you pull your pelvis towards your ribs, feeling your pelvis tilt a bit. Then we'll try to imagine each vertebrae is a pearl on a string necklace, and you're lifting 1 up at a time, clearing the ground. Come up nice and high, and then lower back down, gently touching 1 vertebrae at a time. And again, nice and slow in a controlled movement. We're going to do 10 of these. This is great for all the little muscles working throughout the spine and getting a bit of movement through each level. That's 2. Three. Might feel your abs working a bit, your leg muscles as well. 5. You can have your arms wherever you like. Just try to keep them relaxed. So you can have them on the ground like this. You can cross them over. You can have them up, supporting your head. Three more. Nice and slow and controlled. Rolling each vertebrae up, 1 at a time. And down, 1 at a time. All right, last one. The more you practice these, the easier they become. Often when we don't practice these, we don't really have any of that control, the intersegmental control, or the control between each vertebral level. But with practice, it'll improve. We'll come into a gentle twist now, straighten your left leg, bring the right knee across your body as you reach your right hand out behind you, and just relaxing here. Slowly coming out, straightening the right leg, left knee across your body, left hand out behind you. All these exercises should be done within your own comfortable limitations. No need to push into pain. And if you have a back injury and these are flaring it up, I'd advise getting it checked out. But yeah, skip any exercises that you find painful. Coming back to the middle, gently hugging your knees in again, rocking side to side. Alright, slowly make your way into standing. But a couple more exercises. So this one, we need a wall. I want you to stand with your back against the wall, feet slightly out just for balance. Try to make it so you can feel your whole back touching the wall. So what we're going to do, we're going to slowly come forward, but similar to on your back, we're going to try to keep all our vertebrae touching, but bringing them off one at a time. So starting at the top, gently the upper spinal bone vertebrae comes off, slowly working down one at a time in a nice rolling motion. And when your whole back's off, coming back on, slowly touching one vertebrae at a time back onto the wall. This is one I find quite difficult, so something I should be working on a bit more. So rolling down and rolling back up. If it's something you find easy and you're getting good control on each level, you can make it a bit more difficult by continuing all the way down, coming into a gentle stretch, and then coming all the way up, once again touching one vertebrae at a time. As you do this, also very gently draw your belly button towards your spine, just for that extra bit of support. Do two more of these. Right, last one. Tucking your chin, gently rolling down one bone at a time. Rolling up one at a time, still gently drawing the belly button back. Alright, shaking it out. Now I've got one more exercise. If it's easier, you can just hug something gently like a pillow, but we're just going to try to get all of those movements we've just done through the spine all involved in one big movement. So I'll talk you through what we're going to do, but essentially we're going to do a nice big circle hitting the spine with all the angles. For this exercise, try to keep your hips completely still. So you might find it easier by squeezing your bum, squeezing your thighs a bit, and trying to get minimal movement through the hips. It means you won't get as much movement through the back. Well, you'll get the same, but you won't be cheating at all. And it's more of a pure back exercise. So squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs. I like to cross my arms. So similar to that last exercise, gently rolling forward just as much as you can. You see I don't have much movement there, that's purely my spine movement. In this position, slowly twisting, then lean to one side, coming back and around, nice big circle, ending up on the other side, back to the middle, still slightly twisted, and back and rolling up. So we've done a nice big circle there. If you have pain at any point, just bypass that small section. Don't go quite as deep. So same thing, looking front on, squeeze your bum and thighs, try not to move through the hips, rolling forward as much as you can, twisting to your right, gently lean to the right, opening up as you come back and around, leaning to the left, still keeping the twist as you come back to the middle, then twist out and rolling up. And we'll go back to the left, leaning forward, twist to the left, rolling back and around, coming back to the middle and up. Going to the right, one more time, nice big circle, back to the middle and up, and one more time to the left. Gently coming forward, twist, roll around, keeping your hips still. We might have heard a bit of a crack there as my back released, slowly coming up. That particular exercise is something I do every morning. It's a bit hard to get your head around, but if you can do it all right, it's really good just to get that movement all through that whole spine. But anyways, I hope you're feeling a bit looser through the spine. Pick and choose any of those exercises that you particularly liked. You can do them every morning to loosen up a bit. If there's ones you found more difficult or didn't really enjoy, I wouldn't worry about them. Focus on the ones you found effective, you found helpful, and try to get a bit of movement through the spine every day to counteract all the still static postures we do throughout the day. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Have a good one.